All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. With our analysts, Brent Barry and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce.
Here we go.
And Brooklyn with possession here. And here is Irving. Pass to McGrady. Oh, it's stolen. Here's Thurman. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Tipped. Here we go. Here's Lopez. He takes it in. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Hard to deal with Brook Lopez in that kind of size, especially when he's forcing the issue like this here and going strong. That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Virginia Beach with the ball. Following the bucket by Brooklyn. Pass to Thurman. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Lopez. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Drives to the hoop. And Irving powers it home.
Outstanding move in the lane. Just enjoy that one at home, folks.
No doubt, with some huge elevation on the finish.
Lopez down on the inside, getting that soft touch to go.
Here's Irving. Virginia Beach getting their last shot.
Oh, he got his timing down. He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Back to Avdia. It's stolen by Irving. 5-on-3 break. And stolen by Beasley. On the break. Lopez for 3. Connects from downtown. Lopez has got 7 points.
Good soft hands there from Lopez. Efficient in the catch-and-shoot motion.
Pass to Yao. Now here's Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
Now Lopez. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Maxwell, no good.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Here's Yao. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And stolen by Irving. To the inside. Here's McGrady. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Here's Mutombo. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's Banchero. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Brooklyn out in front. They're up by 3. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Here's Towns. The fader to the paint. And it's powered home by Towns.
Yeah, strong flush from Towns. I like whenever he plays with an edge inside.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
I remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Pass to Thurman. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
Towns, right side. For 3, Mutombo. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Mutombo's got his first basket.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Here's Towns. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And they're on the break. Here's Robertson. Here's Mutombo. Two-handed jam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
Man, the defender really went after him.
It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls. And he makes both free throws.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Leonard. Pass to Thurman. The 3-ball. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed and getting out on him.
Here's Avdia. Here's Thurman. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Here's Robertson, and it's blocked, and they recover it. Knocked loose. Out to the right wing. And he goes in for the dunk.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Execution with pace, that's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Pass to Thurman. From 12 feet, Brooklyn pulls it in. Now here's Beasley. No one near him. Payton's shot is good. Payton's got 4 points this quarter.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
I see him.
Pass to George. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Mutombo. Out to Leonard. From deep three-point land. It doesn't go for him.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Yeah, every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Ooh, Beasley has an open look. And he makes good on his first shot of the game. And now just a 1-point Brooklyn lead. George, a deep three from beyond the arc and then some. George has gotten himself on the board with a three there. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Brooklyn out in front, up by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Brooklyn leading by 4. Pass to Banchero. Here's Yao. To the middle. Here's McGrady. 6 on the shot clock.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Now here's Avdia. Still without a bucket. Pass to Lopez. Here's Thurman. Avdia from outside. Yao with a rebound. Here's McGrady. Inside. Lopez with the steal. Here's the break. Here's Maxwell. He drops it from range. Maxwell's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And it's Deni Avdia with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to McGrady. Fires the three. Drills it from deep. McGrady's got 5.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
And here's Lopez from the arc. Brooklyn pulls it in.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Now Irving. Shoots over Beasley. Here's Banchero. Banchero hammers it home.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Pass to McGrady. Here's Yao. Jacks up a 3. McGrady shot is off. Here's Maxwell. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. Brooklyn leading by 3. Down low. Lopez with the steal. Goes up on the wing. Chalk up 2 there. Maxwell's got his second basket of the game. Here's Irving. Minute 32 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Avdia. Oh, a huge slam! An exclamation point on that break.
Good fast-paced play there. It's much easier to find a shot when you beat the defense back.
Pass to McGrady. On the take. The kick out to Banchero. To the left wing. Yao shot is off. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Lopez. Here's the teardrop. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Avdia from outside. Sinks. The tray. Avdia's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
And here comes the break. Here's Beasley.
Oh, man.
Oh, my
He
goodness.
had the runway,
Oh, indeed.
and he let it rip.
Nice. Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
You know, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc.
Here's Maxwell. And Virginia Beach another three. Now Irving. Avdia with a steal. Pass to Maxwell. Takes the three. He's off on that one. That one doesn't drop. And that'll do it for the third quarter. It's Virginia Beach leading by 6. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Brooklyn trails by 6. Pass to Mutombo. Here's Robertson. George with it. Leonard outside. The deep three. Whoa! Way out there from Leonard.
Yeah, that's a shot most guys are just not even going to take, but Leonard is confident in that range.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Pass to Mutombo. Here's Yao. 5 to shoot. From deep. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
I love how active Paul George is right now. He's sharing the ball, he's involving his teammates, and stepping into this nice, comfortable leadership role here tonight.
Virginia Beach calls timeout. And Virginia Beach making a change here. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message that Virginia Beach's coach was giving to his team. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort, and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Lopez. Mutombo with a rebound. Brooklyn trails by 3. Here's Thurman. Pass to Robertson to tie it up. That shot missing.
Yeah, this possession is make or break. They need points to stay within reach.
And another miss by Virginia Beach.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Now George for 3. And the three-pointer goes. It's all knotted up.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
Here's Thurman. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for Brooklyn.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break. Wow, Lopez stepping up. What confidence from the big fella.
Avdia from outside. The shot won't fall.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Out left to the wing. Here's Thurman. Back to George. Pass to Mutombo. Here's Robertson. Defended by Avdia. Back to Leonard. Launches it from deep. Offensive rebound. George. And George with the jam.
Paul George stepping up big time.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. And neither side able to take control of this game.
Yeah, at this rate, it's going to come down to a photo finish.
Out to Leonard. And stolen by Beasley. Avdia from outside. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. It's George on the wing. It's George on the wing. Pass to Mutombo. Back to George. Here's Thurman. Shot clock at 6. From outside, off the mark. And so they foul intentionally. And so they choose to intentionally foul. First free throw is good. And that'll put him up 2. And so he drops them both. And it's a 3-point game.
Delivering exactly what they needed from the line. He secures the 3-point lead.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Robertson. Here's Thurman. From deep 3-point land. Off target from downtown. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
So he gets them both. And it's a 5-point game.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap. And I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
And they go to the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 5-point game. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Leonard. From outside the arc. And connects from downtown. And so it's Virginia Beach with the W. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.